Guys that didn't practice today were Rimmers. Darwin Thomas is sick, and then Darwin Thompson is sick, and then Damian Wilson didn't practice. So they're Darwin again. It's not COVID. It's just an illness, and then we'll see how he does here the next day or so. And then Rimmers again is getting better, but we'll wait and see how that all works out. Look forward to the challenge of playing the Saints, good football team. We know that, well coached. Guys have had a good week of practice. And so, again, we look forward to going down there for that challenge at playing against a heck of a football team. That time's yours.
First, Herbie TOP. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Coach. Good afternoon. Hope you get a chance to hit Clancy's or St. Lawrence this weekend in New Orleans. Two questions for you. The first one, Byron Pringle, obviously designated to return to practice. You got a good 3 weeks in him. Is he a candidate to potentially elevate from injured reserve on Saturday? And Brad, a second one after this.
Yeah, there's a chance. He did practice. He looked good. So, I let Veach handle all that. And in today's world, it's a day-to-day thing. So we'll just see how things go. Here in the next day or so. We'll get it to you. Yeah.
And the second one, Coach, obviously, I think the news broke as you guys were on the practice field, but it looks like Drew Brees will start Sunday against you guys. What does that do for your preparations, and what does it mean for the league that you guys will get to face Drew Brees?
Oh, well, he's a great player. I figured he would. I mean, I read somewhere that Taysom was in the special teams meeting, so I figured that Drew was probably healthy and ready to go. But we've got a ton of respect for both guys, but listen, Drew is a future Hall of Famer and well-deserving, and he's tremendous for this league. He's tremendous for the position, and look forward to the challenge of playing against him. I mean, I've been there before with him, and he's a heck of a player. Had him in a couple Pro Bowls, so I've got to coach him firsthand, and he's a great player, great attitude.
Go next to Seren Petro. Go ahead, Seren.
Coach, just real quick, housekeeping. So Eric Fisher practiced today, just to confirm that?
He did, yeah. Yeah, he did.
Okay. When you have to move that offensive line around, I know you've had to do it a number of times. I know all the guys work different positions and everything, and you're going up against a team like this. Does that handcuff you a little bit on what you can or can't do, or do you just go out there and push as far as you can and pull back on game day?
Yeah, well, one of the good thing, if there is a good thing, but the way it's set up now is you can have these veteran players in on your practice squad. And so, so you've got enough people here. I think it's kind of a neat deal. It's a little bit of a storage area, of farm system, whatever you want to call it, but it's good to have those guys. And, we were able to bring a couple of those type of players in at different positions. And so it helps you in this type of situation. If Rimmers can't go, then we've got guys that have played in the league and can step in and play.
Let's go next to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Andy. The fourth down play on Sunday late in that game. I wanted to just more generally ask about fourth downs in general. What kind of discussion goes on, whether it's in the moment or during the week, to lead you to decide what to do in those spots?
Yeah, so Sam, we meet on it, but you've also got to have a feel during the game of what's going on. So that kind of came down to that play. I mean, it was something I wanted to do, and that's the direction we went. So we felt comfortable that we had enough good plays left where fit into that situation and what we thought we might get there. And so we went with it, along with wanting to end it. Now we need to stay in bounds on it, and then the game's over, period. But the idea of going for it, to answer your question, was something we had talked about during the week, but it was also one I wanted to see at the moment.
We've got three left. We'll go right down the line, starting with Aaron. Go ahead, Aaron.
Coach, we know Breeze is starting, but it kind of reminds me of last week where you talked about preparing for Fitzpatrick and Tua Tagovailoa. How do you prepare for a Swiss Army knife player, kind of like Taysom Hill, where he can be at quarterback one day and he can be at tight end the next day? And then secondly, who is kind of the scout team player in Kansas City that has kind of emulated him in practice?
Yeah, we've had a few guys do it. He's got a bunch of different things that he does, and he does well. So from throwing the ball to run the ball, he's one of their best special teams players, and he's a threat obviously with the ball in his hand. So you got to whether he's playing running back or wherever wide receiver, tight end, wherever they put him, slot. You got to be concerned and know where he's at with those. So talented. He's a talented kid and can do a lot of things. And I'm proud to say he's a BYU guy, but at the same time, we want to do well against him.
All right, guys, last two. We'll go Matt, Derek, and then Adam. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Coach, specifically following up on Fisher, he's obviously been kind of an Iron Man. I mean, he even tried to play through that core muscle injury last year at first. What does it say just about his toughness, and how did he look today as far as being ready for Sunday and how much he can go?
Hey, he did a nice job today. I mean, we'll just see how he feels this evening and, into tomorrow, but he moved around good today, and he is a tough kid. I mean, he's very reliable, and that's been part of his career here. I mean, he's you can trust that he's going to do everything possible to be out there.
We'll go last to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Andy, I was going to ask you, first of all, how Fisher looked, but you answered that one. So just a question about Remmers. Does he have a chance to play Sunday? Are you going to list him as out?
He won't be listed as out. No, we're just letting it settle down, and we'll see how he feels here. But, right now he didn't practice today. So we're just letting that thing calm down, and we'll see how it goes.